the hell are you people doing? Run! Quick, move! Get over here! Everyone, move this way! Quick, to the stairs! Move!
What's up, glitches, and welcome to another rambling review. This time, something a little controversial. Kinda. This is the Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster.
I don't know. I hope
So let me get this out of the way. This version of the game visually looks very good, like very realistic, like uses the RE engine. I think
As long as those things are in the mall.
Visually looks much higher quality in terms of realism than the original PS3, well, I guess not PS3, Xbox 360 era Dead Rising.
The air ducts. They'll get us back into
This is actually the second time that Dead Rising 1 has been remastered.
So they won't.
Dead Rising 1 was originally a Xbox exclusive, Xbox 360 exclusive. And that version got a slight remaster to PS4 when Dead Rising 2 came out, multi-console.
Nice camera. Are
And
you a photographer?
you know, before Dead Rising 2 also got Frank West as a character in Off the Record, in Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, replacing the main character, in which case that is the best version of Dead Rising 2, just saying, it don't at me. Anyway, so visually it looks better. Gameplay-wise, it plays slightly better than it originally did. Emphasis on slightly. There are... I'm gonna skip this. There are a handful of minute details that most people honestly wouldn't really notice if you've played the original and played this version. There's some small things, you know, small things that make the game smoother, but that may or may not be worth it for some people. You know, hey, your game plays 5% better. Your game looks more realistic. Admittedly, though, the realism does lose a little bit of the, like, style that the original version of the game had. Like, the original version of the game looked like, had this unique visual style that was not quite realistic, but not quite artificial.
It's too dangerous here.
Also, we're a photographer, so we can take pictures.
Thank God you're okay.
Oh, Natalie, I'll never let you go again.
All right, you two. It's not.
But yeah, this version of the game is admittedly visually more realistic, plays about 5 to 10% better, runs smoothly. I can tell you right now, this game runs very solidly. There's not really any lag, no stutter, no nothing like that, except for like maybe one moment in the game where there's a lot of enemies on screen and like a boss. but those moments are very, very rare. I off the top of my head, I don't even remember if there was a moment.
Hey, it's Otis back at the security. Let me give you right on the other side of it's a pretty.
But yeah, $60 price tag for, you know, more realistic visuals, a different voice cast. I will say the voice cast is fine, perfectly fine. I personally didn't notice a significant drop in audio quality, you know, as far as the voices are and personality. But there are some people that say they have, so, but maybe that's just me.
Brad was attacked.
I will say though,
Located him on the monitor.
I don't like, I do not like I personally don't like Frank West's new look.
Try to help Brad. Or
I think he looks too old. And yes, that might be ageist, I don't know. But no, mostly because there are, you know, there are later games. There is Dead Rising 2.
Well, I don't think they had
off the record, and then there is on the Xbox there is a Dead Rising 2 sequel chapter thing, bonus thing called Case West that also takes place after Dead Rising 1 and 2, and Frank West looks older in that one, but that makes sense because that's, you know, story-wise later time, many years later. Frank West, in my opinion, probably shouldn't look this old in the first game. Like, him having, like, it's more obvious in, like, close-up cutscenes, but he just looks older, which doesn't quite fit, considering that I think his older appearance in later games looks younger than this appearance. So it's more of a series cohesion type of thing. It doesn't make sense, and that's why I don't like it. But for those of you who have never played Dead Rising, I will say, okay, you know what? I'll get straight to the point. If you have played Dead Rising before and you already own it, don't get the remake or remaster make thing. It's not worth it. You just get, unless you really want a more realistic look to Dead Rising 1, I would say it's probably not worth it. But yeah, it's not worth it for, in my opinion, if you've already got the original version of the game that plays fine enough. And in my opinion, I do feel that the more realistic style kind of loses a little bit of the game's art style. Like, because it looks more realistic, it's less, it looks visually less cohesive with the rest of the franchise. And I feel like it loses a little bit of that special Dead Rising look. But if you want realistic look, and if you really want the realistic look, and you want like a slightly better playing version of the game, then yeah, I would say get it. Maybe wait for a sale, but you can get it. If you have the original and you have fun with the original already, if you are a die-hard fan, then sure, you're probably already got it. And if you are a newbie, if you are a person who has never played Dead Rising before, you do not own the original version of the game, then I would say it's your call. I would say it's your call. If you want a cheaper... If you want a cheaper, cost-wise, more affordable version of the game, I would say get the original. But if you want the quote-unquote best, newest, smoothest playing version of the game, then I would say this is not a bad place to start. Now let's get to a little bit of the controversial stuff, just real quick, because, you know, some people will care about that. This version of the game is slightly censored, but, like, not in any significant way, in my opinion. But enough that it was noticeable. One particular boss references one of the World Wars, or World War One.
Girlfriend sent me to find you.
And references communism.
Damn it!
But because they wanted to, you know, because Capcom wanted to sell this game in certain countries, let's just say, they removed the word communism and just replaced it with a good enough but still definitely censored word.
But if you can't do that,
I cannot elaborate further without spoiling a certain something, so I'm not going to. And they removed, there are in Dead Rising 1 and Dead Rising 2, you're a journalist, you can take camera pictures, and there are certain categories. There are, you know, horror shots that show a lot of zombies, violent shots that show a lot of blood and gore, entertainment shots that are, like, you know, silly, haha, silly fun time stuff. Like if you take a picture of a zombie with a bucket on his head, you know, that's a little funny. Or a zombie slips on a banana peel somehow. That's kind of funny. You can take a picture of that and you'll get entertainment points. But in the original Dead Rising 1, there was also, it's called sexy shots.
keep it up.
You know, sexy shots. You take pictures of girls' boobs, underwear, stripper zombies, etc., etc., etc. And you would get, you know, you would get sexy shots. And those have been removed and replaced with the entertainment shots. In this game specifically. So, you know, if you care about that, it's not a significant thing in my opinion, but it is something, you know, censoring sexiness. And I guess right now I'll just quickly say, like, the last bit. You know, I probably should have started with this. Dead Rising is the series where you run around a giant shopping mall, collecting random stuff, beating up zombies in whatever way you feel like,
Got away.
gathering survivors, like people who are still alive, and bringing them to somewhere safe, and you'll get a ton of experience points that way. And, of course, doing the main cases, the main story mode, like right now, that'll progress the story. You don't even need to do the story, technically, if you don't want.
I'm Frank West.
And, you know, if you don't,
Right now,
you'll
I'd rather have an
lose out on the
explanation.
story bits, but you can still wander around the mall and do a lot of random other stuff if you want.
Tell you.
But, like, no matter what, everything you do is getting you XP. Doing story, beating boss fights like I just did,
I don't know.
XP, saving people, and saving people, you get XP, and you get bonus XP if you manage to bring them back
And leave the rest
to your safe, room.
You guys are looking for someone here.
So you get more and more XP, you level up, you'll get more health, you'll get more damage to your attacks, you'll get more slots to hold items. When you start the game, you only get like 3 or 4 slots. You can only hold 4 items. But like once you've reached higher levels, like right now I am level like 38, I think. You have like 7 or 8 slots and you have like 10 units of health instead of the game you start with 4, I think. So you just get more and more options, and the best thing, especially for you beginners,
Than to invade people's
don't
privacy.
worry even if you're not good at the game.
Try.
If you
You got
die,
a point.
you can, first off, you can load up a checkpoint, so you'll just pop right back up in this version specifically.
You win, Frank.
In this version specifically, you get checkpoints. In the original, you didn't. So there's the difficulty thing. But you would want to physically go to a bathroom to save the game.
Man, and that
And if you die, if you
With Homeland
want,
Security?
you could start the game from the
Terrorists or
beginning.
something?
But when you start the game from the beginning, you can keep all of your level ups, all of your
Took that
experience
picture of the
points,
entrance plaza.
so that the second time
Right near
around,
the front door.
you'll be way stronger. You'll have more item slots. You will deal more damage. And that'll just make it easier and easier. No matter what, you will beat the game. It's just a matter of when. And then you can check your watch to see what time it is. Time is always moving. And certain story events and certain side quests will have a timer. So you want to get to certain places on time to do missions, or you want to do things on time to start story events, or to fight special bosses, or to rescue people. And you never know what you'll find when wandering around the mall. You might go out into the courtyard and get attacked by guys with a machine gun on a jeep. Or you might wander into a grocery store and get attacked by a guy with a shopping cart with knives taped to it. As like a boss fight. You never know what you might find in the Willamette Mall. But no matter what version of the game you buy, no matter what version of the game you play, no matter how you play it, or how good you are at the game, you're gonna have fun. You're just gonna have a lot of fun just being stupid, taking pictures of zombies for no reason, going around, wandering into like an exercise shop,
starting to regret
running on the treadmill and getting experience points for that, going into this burger place, finding a gallon of orange juice and just chugging the entire thing to restore your health, grabbing some registers, throwing them at zombies, grabbing some ketchup, throwing it at zombies and spraying it on zombies, grabbing a fence and just smashing zombies. No matter what, you're just gonna have fun. I guarantee it. No matter what version you buy, no matter what you care about, you're just gonna have fun. And I believe this version of Dead Rising 1 is co-op. I don't know if the original is.
Alright.
I don't think it is, but Dead Rising 2 and this version of Dead Rising 1 have online co-op, I believe. So, you know, go around with a friend. Just do stupid shit. You'll have fun no matter what. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, check the description for my Twitter and TikTok, Friday Night Funkin' mod, free music, etc, etc, etc. Anyway, see you around, glitches. Bye-bye!
Sir, if you could just kindly come with us, we can wrap this whole thing up.
No, I'm not leaving until you can
Absolutely,
guarantee
sir.
me safe
If you
passage
just open
through
this
these.
gate. Just open
No.
this gate. It's for
I am
your
not
protection.
opening any gate. Thank you very much. I'm going to stay right here.
Dr.
where it's
Barnaby,
safe.
sir.
Thank you and goodbye.
Dr. Barnaby.
Goodbye.
Doc.
Well, what happened? You can't just arrest him?
He turned down my offer to protect him. Said he isn't going anywhere until I can guarantee a secure route out of here. Jesse has a direct line to HQ. The first thing we need to do is to call for backup.